you had you battled City Towers.
Yeah.
An iBattle. Worldwide. How did you feel your performance was?
I feel like I turned iBattle lead into Summer Madness. I think it was a good display of skill, a display of controversy, a display of my ability to take a crowd through a roller coaster emotion. I think that battle, I think for what it was, for who I was battling, where I was battling them at, I squeezed the most I can possibly squeeze out of that battle as far as getting people to pay attention to who it was. I also think big ups to City Towers. I also think City Towers had a very good performance, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the things I didn't plan, which was the ending, you know what I'm saying, the whole Daylyt choking some kid out and all that. That wasn't planned.
What happened with that?
Well, what happened was, you know what I'm saying, I had a part in my verse, which is a kid named Suspense or whatever. Suspense battled one of my right-hand mans. His name is Active. For those who don't know what Active is, he's the tall guy behind me with the braids that's always going crazy that's Active. Y'all will really get to know him soon. He always pocket checking everybody too. Anywho, so he battled my man Active at the last event when I battled Zay. And he pretty much had one of the worst performances of his night. And, you know, some people, when they have bad performances, they try to make it bad for the other rapper. So, you know what I'm saying, as my man Act was spitting, and then the timekeeper was like, time. He was like, no, don't call time. Let him keep rapping, man. I deserve to get my shit killed like this. I deserve it. And that moment, I was like, yo, that's dope, man. That's dope. He let my man get off. All right. So, you know, I was like, he let my man finish his shit. You know what I'm saying? And my man was just boom, 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 boom. And he let him and he took it. You know what I'm saying? Even after the battle, he came into my man and bought my man like 5 drinks. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? You're a real dude. You know what I'm saying? We talked Suspense after that. And it was cool. Everything was cool. You know what I'm saying? So my goal in the battle was to just put my arm around him and tell him how much I appreciate what he did. Now, sometimes I forget that I've done stuff prior. So you got to think, I just put my arm around, I just did like 5 random ass shits in this battle. You know, walked outside, all type of stuff. Prior to that, I just, you know, the low peshy shit. So I walk up to him and I put my arm around him. Now, the first thing his brain probably told him is, Daylyt is about to embarrass me. He's about to embarrass me badly. So he was like, yo, just get off me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, let me talk to you. No. And I'm trying to tell him no, I'm about to talk to you like a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was, it was a guy behind me sitting on the couch like this. So when he pushed me back, when he took my arm around he was trying to get my arm from around him, I stepped back. You know what I'm saying? I want to gain ground, leverage. And I stepped on the dude's foot. And when I stepped on his foot, I fell back. So I said, okay, once again, we go into slow-mo. Slow-mo. I'm looking around, people looking like, ooh, Suspense is marking Daylyt out. Ooh, slow-mo, everything's slow-mo. I'm getting marked out. Choke. Just like, boom. So I grabbed, boom. And then he kind of came forward or whatever. And then I had my hands around his neck. Now, as I had my hands around his neck, I thought about saying, hey, I'm choking this dude, let him go. But as I was holding on to his neck, I was still falling. So I didn't want to just fall. So it pretty much put me in a situation where to hold on to my career, as in being Daylyt unmarkable, I got to hold on to this man's neck. I don't want to fall. I got to hold on. So I held on to his neck. The kid turned blue. He turned he really was turning in the face. He was turning blue. It's like, yo, let me go. And I'm like, yo, okay, my bad. Boom. Let him go. We got up. They broke it off. You know what I'm saying? It was a big ass, they cut the footage, but it was a big ass commotion, probably for like 45, 50 minutes, like, of them trying to straighten everything out, straighten it out. And I ended up spitting the rest of my verse, you know what I'm saying? And as you see, actually, I didn't spit it all, but I spit majority of it. And I spit it, and as you see, the crowd gave me a fucking standing ovation. So the big commotion that happened between us turned out better than what I expected, with the simple fact of what I had to spit after that. So, you know what I'm saying? I think it was an overall dope battle for what it is, and for it to even be talked about the way it's talked about, that's dope. We made it the World Star, you know what I'm saying? Dope. Overall dope battle for me.
But that's Drake rapping. When he raps, he's one of the best, dog. Like, he says shit I've never heard before.
You don't. Like, I can't go in somebody else's house, and even though they let me wear their clothes and eat their food, that's not my house.